We're looking at straight lines, and we just looked at what this number means in front of the x. Basically, that number in front of the x tells you the slopiness, it tells you the gradient of the lines. So all those lines that those three are plotting are all going to have a gradient of 2. That means that for every one along a go, I'm going to go up 2. Every one along a go, I'm going to go up 2. So that's what that first number looks like. What we're going to do now is look at this second number here, the +1, the -2, and you could say that's a +0 just to make the pattern look exactly the same. Doesn't change the graph, but you could adding nothing doesn't change the graph, but the pattern looks the same. As a times number kind of thing going on here. First number, and then there's a plus-minus number going on here. This time we're going to look at the plus-minus number. Let's just delete those for a second. Let's start with 2x plus 1. And let me add a couple of graphs here and make this. We're going to leave the second number the same. They're all going to be +1. I want to see if you can spot what happens when we do those. So this time we're going to do 3x plus 1. And we're going to add another one. This is going to be, I don't know, a half x plus 1. And we'll add one more. Let's do -2x plus 1, and just see if you notice anything about that. So that's 2x plus 1, 3x plus 1, half x plus 1, and -2x plus 1. They've all got different slopes. So this one here slopes up 2. That's a slope of 3. That's a very shallow slope of a half, and that's going to slope downwards at -2. But this number here is the same. The +1, +1, +1. What's the connection between that and these? Well, if you notice that y-axis there, can you see they all go through +1? And that's how you figure out where it's going to cross the y-axis, okay? So if I was to change this to, I don't know, all those to +2, can you guess what that picture is going to look like? All I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it as 2x, 3x, half x, and -2x, and I'm going to change that to +2, +2, +2, +2. What will it look like? So the slopes will all stay the same, but they'll all now say +2. Let me change that one. +2, +2, +2. There we go. So exactly the same, all the same slopes, but you notice now they cross the y-axis at +2. What about if I change these and let's just move this up here. If I make these all -3, can you guess what this graph is going to look like? I'm going to leave all the slopes the same like that, but I'm going to change this to -3. -3, -3, -3. -3. There we go. And that's what's happened. All exactly the same slopes there, but they all now go through -3. And those are the two bits of linear graphs. These are called straight line graphs. Are called linear graphs. Just means straight lines. Okay. They've got a bit which is a slope, which is your first number, and they've got a bit where they cut the y-axis, which is the second number. If you can get those two numbers there, the slope and the y-axis, you can actually predict any graph going, any linear graph going, any straight line graph going. That's all there is to straight line graphs.